Here we go. Oh, it got me. Is the oil filter. Ooh, this gotta be a fast job, huh? Today is oil change day. It's gonna be the last best weather day I have before my road trip next week. So we're gonna have to get this Gemini camper oil changed. I've never changed oil on a vehicle before. I've watched a couple of videos. It looks pretty basic. Scotty has all the confidence in the world that I can do it. So we're gonna climb under this Gemini and see what we can find. The Thor Gemini is built on a Ford chassis. So you look up the Ford Transit and you look up your engine size to get the filter size. So ours is the Ford Transit EcoBoost 3.5 liter. And so I went and I looked up the filter for it. The rest of it seems pretty basic. We're fixing to find out. Okay, so I am just shoulder deep right here. And here is my oil filter. Let me bring you inside here and I'll show you the oil filter. Okay, so this is my view. This is what I have right here. And over here to the left is the oil filter. Okay, we're gonna slide a little farther back for the drain plug. So right there is your drain plug, guys. And the video that I watched, he said to find it, just always remember it points to your front passenger tire. All right, you're gonna need a 15mm socket and your drain pan ready. Let me grab my gloves and we'll take this drain plug out. Woo, y'all, doing this oil change is in the driveway is not the most ideal conditions, but we're making it work. I rolled the Gemini up onto our leveling blocks. I'm pretty small, but I can fit under here well. If you're much bigger than me, you're gonna have to have it raised a little farther up to get to everything under here. All right. Okay, we loosened it up. So we're gonna see if it's, oh yeah, it's already loose enough that I can unscrew it with my thumb and finger. So let me get the oil pan into position and we will drain this engine oil. Okay, all right, I'm over here on this side. I hope I am far enough away that it doesn't shoot out onto me, but if it does, that's okay. It's kind of hard to do this holding the camera, but we're gonna do what we can. So left-handed, we're just gonna take this plug on out, and when you feel like it's getting to the last thread screws, you're gonna want to yank away pretty quickly. Let's swap around here, that way my arm is not in the way of that oil. Here we go. Oh, it got me. It got me and the camera. That's okay. We're draining. Let's position this catch just a little bit better. It's a good thing we had on gloves. And I was not out of the way enough. We've got all the oil drained out, drain plug put back in. So let's move on to the filter. Most every video I watched on this said you should be able to loosen this filter by hand, but you know, I don't know if I can, and this is after factory oil filter placement, so it may be a little tight. I may have to get the oil filter wrench. I do have my new one ready though. I just took a little bit of oil and smeared around the rubber cap on the top, the rubber seal on the top. Alright, let's move the catch pan out of the way. Just a second. Hopefully you're seeing what's going on up here. Maybe not. Oh, it's moving. Yeah, even a girl can do it, y'all. Yes. All right, let me put the catch pan back in place. And here we go, taking out the old filter. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This gotta be a fast job, huh? That's still kind of a mess. Ooh wee! I wasn't expecting so much to come out of there. In other videos I watched, they did make comments about the hose placement and how nasty oil change is on the Ford Transit 350s. Okay, the new oil filter. I think I already showed you, but I just put a little bit of oil around the rubber seal, rubber gasket around the top, whatever it is. So let's climb back under, clean up those hoses a little bit, and get this new filter put on. All right, let's give it a good torque. If I can loosen it up, I can tighten it back up. All right, let me move y'all out of the way and let me give this a good torque right here. Yeah. All right, let's get out from under this camper. All that is left to do is put the new oil back in. We're gonna put in the first 5 quarts, give it a minute, we'll check the dipstick and see where we need to go from there. All right, that was a nice, easy pour. Starting the pour was the scary part for me. I didn't want to get it all over the engine and be stinking for 100 miles down the road, but that was really good. You got the funnel poured right in. So let's give it a minute and we'll check that dipstick. So this is just right below full. So I'm gonna try adding another quart and top it off just a little bit. That's what I've seen on other videos. That was a 5 quart jug, and I've seen videos that it's 6.5 quarts. All right, now let's get rid of the annoying oil change required light. So you're gonna turn your key on all the way over without starting the ignition. All of your indicators will come on. All right, so there is our oil change required, and you're gonna clear it off, and we're gonna bump up to the van, and we're gonna bump up on the OK over here till you get to the van or the camper. Ours is a camper. You are going to push the menu button, which is to the right of the OK. In the 2021 and newer, you're going to go back to the OK in the middle, push OK for information, and using the OK button, you will scroll down to oil life. You're gonna push OK again, and you're gonna reset the oil life. You're gonna hold it. Oil life reset successful. Now we're sitting at 100% oil life. That wraps it up, guys. This is a whole lot cheaper than taking it to your local garage and having the oil change done, and I've had a pretty good time doing it. Now it's ready to hit the road for our first big, well, my first big 2024 road trip. My poor Scotty has to be here and work because, you know, somebody's got to pay for all these adventures that I'm going on. But I am preparing us for that full-time transition. We look forward to it. If you have any questions, just throw them in the comments below. If you found value in the video, hit that like button and consider subscribing to keep up with all of our future adventures in our little Thor Gemini.